If you're like most people, you have no profound hobbies, not much knowledge, and not something that you can really talk about. No, gossiping isn't something interesting, because that person can also gossip about you whenever you're not around. You want something that you can talk about to people, something that you've learned, that you've read, that you've practiced for some time, that you can help others with. To become interesting is to have something that is different from other people, but not different in the way of being the quiet kid or the weird one. But, of course, understand that being different can also be weird for some people, even though rationally it's not something weird. It depends on the person that judges you. You could eat healthy and some people would think that you're going too far with it, which I've been told, but other people, or the same people sometimes, would still admire your way of doing it because they want it subconsciously but are not willing to put effort into it. Here are 5 ways to become more attractive and interesting to people. 1. Have something that associates with you. What that means is having an activity that when people hear about it, they think about you first. For me, it was poetry, because I've been writing and publishing these poems, and then people associated poetry with my name, which is cool. The same with philosophy and astronomy, because I actually liked this, and therefore more people started thinking about me when it came to these domains. Now, what do you like, or what would you like to do that people would associate you with? It could be sports, arts, or whatever would put you into a state of fulfillment when practiced. Write an activity or some of them that will make you be you and practice them. 2. Start going to the gym or exercising. Let's be honest, if I told you to go to the gym for health, you wouldn't have the same motivation unless it will save your life from something. If I'm telling you to go to the gym to look better, therefore making you more attractive and looking more interesting in return, you'd get it better, right? When someone looks nice, you assume that they're interesting and they have things that would interest you if shown. Even if it sounds shallow, people, including me and you as well, do judge based on appearance, because that's what you see first in someone. Their soul comes after you've seen their physical look. I have a guide on my channel on how to get ripped, so you can check it out and learn more about it. 3. Learn a musical instrument. Now, that can't be argued with. Playing the piano, the guitar, the violin or other instruments really adds to your value as a person. You only have benefits when it comes to it. More creativity, intellectual stimulation, learning a new domain, making you more interesting, making your mental health better, and so on. It can be a big investment for some to get a new instrument and a teacher, but you can teach yourself at home as well, because that's what I did and it worked for me. There are so many tutorials on YouTube and so many platforms that help you with it, that you can still learn to play at home. Not like someone who started when they were a kid and had a teacher alongside, but you can still learn very well and I recommend it. 4. Learn when to talk and when to listen. This is very important because you need to realize when to tell something and when to hear something. And now you might think, oh well, how do I know it? I could give you a piece of intuitive advice, such as sensing it, but I'll try giving you some theory and practice as well. When someone really has to tell you something, don't interrupt them. Make eye contact, but not so much that you stare at them. Give them visual feedback, such as nodding your head, but not excessively. When something thoughtful, sensitive or important has been said, smiling when the moment is fit for that, but also little auditive feedback, such as yeah, right, correct, and so on. Remember, little auditive feedback, not interrupting the person that's talking. Don't talk just to talk, but know how to leave some silence between you. Don't wander away from what they're saying just to think what you're going to say next. Learn to control your tone so that it's expressive to the context. Breathe properly. Deep breaths from time to time. And this leads us to the fifth advice. Be present with people. Realize that if you were to talk about something personal or something that you'd really like to hear an opinion on, you wouldn't want the other person to scroll on their phone or text others, because it would look disrespectful and like they're not taking you seriously. The same goes for them. Don't look on your phone when you're having a conversation. Also, if you really need to go on your phone to, for instance, reply an answer to your mother, just say, "Sorry, my mom calls," or "Wait, there's something important." We'll continue talking immediately. Quick tip for this: when you end the call and your conversation is about to start again, actually have a response that is invested and that is contributing to the conversation. Implement and take notes on what you've learned, and it will help you. Stay mindful.